Hey guys, what is up? Butter something here. Today I kind of just wanted to talk about the Flir slash thermal issue that we're having in Escape from Tarkov. Right now, you can see just about anywhere with the T7s, Reap IR, Flir, so on and so forth. But would you believe me if I told you that you're not supposed to be able to see through glass with Flirs? I actually just learned this today. You are not supposed to be able to see through glass with Flirs. You can't see through it in IRL. So I think if Battlestate Games was to implement this, I don't think the Flir would be as powerful, and I think it would actually have a lot of drawbacks and really only be so powerful up against, say, people on woods. And that would really take away the immense amount of power that the Flir, the Reap IR, the T7s currently have in the end game to late mid-game meta. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this, and I'm going to show you my anecdotal evidence for the Flir not having a way to see through glass in real life. Alright, so right now I have something shooting at me, that little guy right there. You can see, I can see him perfectly through this, you know, through this thermal sight here. All fine and dandy. I can see him through this one too. So the article that I read from Flir's website essentially says that you should not be able to see any thermals through glass because it is a reflective material, and we're going to go ahead and go over to that article now, and I'll go ahead and show you what I read, and we'll kind of discuss it just a little bit. So we're going to head over to that article now. Alright, so we are on Flir's site. On their site, it does say, can thermal imaging see through glass? And it reads, fun fact, glass acts like a mirror for infrared radiation. If you point a thermal imager at a window, you won't see anything on the other side of the glass, but you'll get a nice reflection of yourself in the thermal. So what that pretty much means is if I were to get a piece of glass and, you know, it's as big as me, as long as I don't heat it up, you won't be able to see me. You will just see yourself. So meaning, you know, so if you have it says this is because glass is a highly reflective material, meaning it shows a reflected temperatures of what objects are reflected on it rather than letting the infrared radiation actually be transferred through the glass. So the same principle applies with reflective materials like polished metal. So like tinfoil or like aluminum, like aluminum foil, if you were to put that in front of it, I would assume the same kind of thing would happen since it is a highly reflective metal. But I do not know. I will say, though, that if they did implement this into Escape from Tarkov, I think Flirs would probably have more of a home on, say, customs or woods rather than having such a home that they do on reserve that they have right now. Because obviously we're at the end of wipe, so I don't really know how this would affect too much. But end of wipe, say you know you're on reserve, you're doing a money run, or you're doing a PvP CQC run, and you're just in and out of buildings, in and out of buildings, in and out of buildings. Right now, they can see you as soon as you stand next to a window. It doesn't matter. It's super easy to see you, so on and so forth. So you're at a complete disadvantage currently if someone has a Flir or a Reap IR or a T7. So I think a big thing to implement and a great way to kind of combat this is maybe make all of the windows show up as black squares or white squares. Doesn't matter what it really is, but thermals can't see through glass, and if they want to kind of keep this realistic and true to what the real life experience would be, it might be something that they want to change up. I'm not opposed to it. Personally, I don't really use Flirs, so I don't really care what they do. I don't really die to them a lot either. But I'm more or less pushing for the realistic aspect of what a Flir would actually do. And I think it would be okay, seeing as how reserve is more of, if you want to snipe, you can snipe, but you shouldn't be able to control a map with a Flir. I think if you're going to snipe, you should kind of have to think about, oh, like if somebody gets in this building, I'm not just going to be able to spot them. I'm going to have maybe a backup weapon with a better scope, or have, you know, a secondary teammate with a scope that can see into buildings, and maybe I just have the outer perimeter of the current building that we're holding. So that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Again, I do thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.